times has there been a movie you wanted to see or a new restaurant you wanted to try, but you didn't have anyone to go with, so you stayed home? It's a decision lots of us can relate to. But if you think about it, it's kind of strange that in our advanced individualistic society, we still think we need an activity partner in order to do something fun. My research partner, Rebecca Hamilton, and I decided to look at the psychology of why people are inhibited about going out on their own, to dinner, to the movies, the theater, bowling, their activity of choice. We thought, how can we liberate people to do things they clearly want to do when they face that hurdle of inhibition? We were mostly interested in human happiness, but there's an economic angle too. Solo cultural consumers are a rich, untapped market. For some theaters and restaurants who face all sorts of competition for people's dollars and time, tapping into that market could mean the difference between life and death. Our hypothesis going into the study was that there are two kinds of public activities and that people are mostly hesitant about one of them. There are useful activities like going on a fitness walk or going to a laundromat, and there are fun activities like seeing a movie or dining out. We predicted that it was only the fun activities that people would be embarrassed about doing by themselves. And that's what we found. When we asked people about a range of activities, public and private, useful and fun, there was a split. People said they would be less interested to go to see a movie by themselves and less likely to enjoy it. But they weren't less likely to do something useful without a partner, like that trip to the laundromat. A big part of the reason is that people assume that other people look down their noses at people who do fun things by themselves. We asked people in surveys how they imagined observers would perceive them if they saw them alone at a movie. Would they think they just felt like taking in a film alone? Or would they think, what a loser? Indeed, in the surveys, people said they assumed observers would think they had fewer friends than people who went out with a group. But we also found that if you encourage people in real life to push ahead and do a fun activity by themselves, they didn't enjoy it any less than if they were with others. So that's one lesson from this research. If you're thinking of venturing out by yourself, don't trust your prediction that you won't have fun. Companies could drive home that message that solo cultural consumption is more fun than you think, but they might also offer other kinds of lures. Restaurants, for example, might offer special tables for people who arrive alone but who'd like the chance to chat with other diners. After all, there's a paradox in staying home out of the fear that people will think you're friendless. You can't meet new people watching Netflix. Marketers can stress the truth that going out by yourself doesn't mean you'll spend the whole evening alone. There's another way to lure solo consumers, our research shows. If businesses make entertainment seem more useful, more like work than like fun, people are more likely to do it. Coffee shops could leave out more copies of the Wall Street Journal, for example. But we think it would be better if people would simply accept the pleasure of doing things by themselves. After all, for more and more people, the choice is going to a movie alone or not going at all. People are marrying later, they are divorcing more often. Sociologists tell us that we have fewer friends than we used to, and that we're less likely to be members of social organizations. In short, getting socially inhibited people out of their houses and out into the world is a win-win. It's good for human happiness, and it would give the economy a helpful boost too.